Hi. She's suspicious. Arbitricious. Kitty on the counter, kitty on the counter, kitty on the counter, kitty on the counter. Kitty, 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 kitty on the counter. She's on the counter, kitty on the counter. Whoa, sorry. Didn't know what that button did, little kitten. Puppy at the door, puppy at the door, puppy at the door. One puppy. Sandy. Two puppy. Patchy. Puppy. How are we going? How are we doing? There's no one here but me. Just me. Just me. Just me. Oh. We're at the computer today. I'm not mad, Connor. Are you? Welcome to the live. How are we doing? Connor, who's not mad. Hello, Bad Sniper. Bad Snipe, 82. Is 82 the year you were born? Thanks, Connor. Connor, are you a subscriber or are you just new here? Either way, how you doing today? Yeah, maybe. Maybe he is really bad. I shouldn't talk to Bad Sniper 82. That's not nice. He's sad now. Connor, you made Bad Sniper sad. Guys, today I'm going to make a video on a creator that I have a lot of respect for, that I've followed for years. Thanks, Connor. I appreciate that. You won't regret it. It'll be a lot of fun. It is Ramadan, I think, still. So, Elif is correct. Happy Ramadan to those that participate. Connor, I love you too, buddy. I mean, snipe is a term that is used in more than just the Coast Guard. But tell me what it means for Coasties. Is that your preferred nickname? Y'all prefer to go by Coasties? Because I'm sure you've probably never been snipe hunting before. Your dad? Your mom? Who was in the Coast Guard for you? I look like the actor? Is there a specific one you're referencing, or are you just saying like all the actors need to look like me? Because if that's the case, I agree. Oh, your dad was in the Coast Guard. Okay, well, next time you see your dad, thank him for his service for me. It's, I was doing something on my computer here, but no, I'm not. Oh, are you talking about Kevin James? Thanks. High praise. I'm a big fan of King of Queens. David, let me ask you a question. Are you a subscriber? I make weekly videos every Friday. And every Friday, before I make my weekly video, I go live. I walk around and I bullshit with the audience, which is you all, those that are here. And then we talk to the pets, like Sandy. It may seem like she's looking at the pillows, but I assure you she's looking at the door. Sandy is a very social dog. She loves it whenever I have company over, and she gets very excited. Thanks, Bad Snipe. Check this out. I got 2 of them. That one's Patchy. Or Patches. We call him the Patch Man occasionally. But that's Sandy and that's Patches. And then there's Starla. That's our kitty cat. She's a girl. And check this out. We got one more guest of the household to introduce you to. I'm not sure if you'll be ready for this one. Dum, 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 dum. This is Patrick. He is orange, as you can tell. He has this little egg charm. We call him an egghead. Because it's funny, because egghead typically is an endearing title that you give to someone smart. But Patrick is kind of a dumbass. I'm glad you love cats. I like cats too. That's why I've got 2, ironically enough. But how are you all doing today? It's a beautiful Friday. Here on the East Coast where I'm located in Kentucky, you know, the sun's beginning to set. It's been kind of a cloudy, shitty day. You know, we've got a little bit of overcast here. But for the most part, can't complain. Weather's been decent, with the exception of a rainy day here and there, but in Virginia, okay, yeah, nothing wrong with Virginia. Now, West Virginia, we might have to have a conversation. I'm kidding, of course. I love West Virginia. Spent a lot of time there. By a lot, I mean maybe a few days. Not a lot of time in West Virginia. Let's post up here. What are you looking at, boy? Look at this guy. He's just staring a hole through me. Yeah, that's what I thought. A lot of mountains in Kentucky, too, actually. The Appalachian Mountains. They go, wee. More like really big hills. Not mountainy as people would think. But Virginia's a beautiful state, I think. Kentucky's a beautiful state. A lot of states that run on this this little path here, the Appalachian Mountains, kind of going into the other mountain ranges, have a lot of natural, untapped beauty. I'm glad you all stick around. You know, I'm just full of it today. Yeah, not much happens here in Kentucky either. But if I'm being honest with you, I can't really say that's a bad thing. I think having not too much happen is a good thing. It's a peaceful thing. I like my peace. I like my peace and quiet. Every time that cat stares at me, I stare back, and he looks as if he wasn't looking. He gets nervous. So for those of you that are unacquainted with what my channel's about, I typically make videos on topics that are kind of seemingly, I don't know, I wouldn't call it obscure, but things that like I find interesting that I feel like the public should know about too. Like one of my first videos after I came back to my YouTube channel after many years, was about a phenomenon that I experienced on Facebook, a part of this Facebook group that I'm in, with the popularity of AI image generation and it becoming more and more powerful and more good looking, I guess, for lack of better terms. This Facebook page really like is taking a shining to composing art between Shrek and Garfield, like Shrek from the Shrek movies and the orange cat from the comics and the TV shows and the movies, Garfield, and put them in all kind of precarious positions, such as relationship, to start. From there, I made a video on YouTube music, some more obscure music that originated on YouTube, or really became prevalent because of the platform. It's features songs from like a guy named Ted Pillman, Carlotta Farts, and other things like that. And it's just I present the way my form is I present it and I joke about it, and I think I'm pretty funny, so you might think I'm pretty funny too. Bad Snipe 82, I agree. I think AI has its purposes. I think people that go on this platform, TikTok and other things like that, and their whole premise of their channel and all of their content is AI, which is to say, like, I don't have a problem if you're presenting AI as like your means of entertainment, like, oh, look what I got this AI machine to build, and look how crazy and cursed it came out. That's fine. I think that stuff's entertaining. Where I take issue is when you're using AI art for your thumbnails and for your entire video. You're using an AI voice. You're using AI to edit the video, and you're using AI for everything else. It's lazy. There's no hard work put into that. You know what I'm saying? That's like taking credit. Like if I had you make my videos for me, and I took it as like I claimed the credit for myself, and I was like, oh yeah, I did this because I asked somebody else to do it. Yeah, Chinese, TikTok for sure, yes, absolutely. But it goes beyond that now. There's a lot of American AI generators out there too. I mean, even the editing software that I use to edit my videos and make my thumbnails and everything has like generative AI capabilities, of which I don't use, if I'm being completely honest with you. Because one, I am professionally trained in video editing and video capture. I went to college for that. So I do have a background, at least a little bit. So I know how to do it without AI. I get it. I don't think it's a problem using it to edit and other things like that, because that's only a facet of the problem. The other part of the problem becomes when that's all you do, you take credit for it, you try to act like it's original content. I mean, look at like all these like random faceless pages on YouTube and on TikTok. You're gonna see that they're all the same kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, I got an advertisement. I got an advertisement on Facebook for this app that you pay money for, and it'll edit your longer videos into like TikTok length or YouTube short length little snippets that you can then upload and make it look like you're making countless videos, uploading them back to back to back to back, which to me is just lazy. I think sometimes YouTube picks up on the fact that you're using shit like that, and they won't allow you to monetize your channel even if you meet the prerequisite, view count and subscriber count. But a lot of times they don't. So, I don't know. Who's to say? Who's to say if it's good or if it's bad? I think AI slop is kind of a cop-out when it comes to content creation. I've been on this platform, which is YouTube. I've been on YouTube, honestly, like, me and my buddy Tucker, way back in the day when we were in middle school, back in like 2005, 2006, I want to say. We uploaded a video. It was our first video that we made. We thought we were being really funny, but it's cringe to watch. But I've been on this platform since then. Not consistently, of course, but I've had resurgences every like 10 years or so. And this one, I plan on sticking around for good because at the very least, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy, I don't have a job, unfortunately, where I get to use my degree. I just have a degree because I have a degree is good to have, period. I mean, it makes you more marketable for jobs and whatnot. But this keeps my skills sharp. It gives me a hobby to do that's more than just sitting on my ass all day playing video games. So because of that, I am thankful. I enjoy it. And it is very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's fulfilling when I make a video that someone resonates with. They, obviously my intent is to make people laugh. So if I get that reaction out of people, and it's more, of course, I share my creation, my videos with the audience. Obviously I put that shit on there. Hey, what's up, Enrique? It's good to see you, buddy. But I also share it with my close friends. They kind of give me like that little critique before I post it, and then I show people after I post it, of course. But they kind of give me a good indication of whether it's trash or not. And even if it's trash, I'll still post it because, I spend the time making it. Enrique, how's your week been, buddy? It's been about a week since we last spoke, I believe. Enrique, this is Bad Snipe 82. He's our new friend on the channel. You all remember that? I don't know. How old are you all? Are you all old enough to remember the What's Up commercial that they then put in Scary Movie, the first Scary Movie? No hate if you're not. I'm not, It's whatever. There's a lot of stuff that's older than me, believe it or not. Here they are. Look at them. Walking in a line. They have the full run of the house. This one's always nervous. This one's too confident. It is a very hilarious, and you are correct, Bad Snipe. It is. Have you all... I usually show everybody every time. But since you're new here, Bad Snipe, these are my clowns. I collect clowns. Specifically, clowns made by Ron Lee. As you can see, it has a signature there. They're metal... and they're plated with gold, and then he hand paints them. And then he adheres them to these stones. This is like some kind of granite, I believe, or some kind of onyx. It wouldn't look like it, but this thing weighs about 3 pounds. It's heavy. It's dense. You want to smell it, Patchy? Yeah. I don't know what it is. Ever since I was a kid, I liked clowns. I know a lot of people think clowns are scary, which is understandable. But me personally, I think they're kind of neat. Especially, I don't mind horror movie clowns like It or Terrifier, if you're familiar with the Terrifier movies. But I like the happy clown. I like clowns that are nice. The clowns that are trying to be funny. Which is kind of, he created like what's called the hobo clown. And that's like more or less what these are. As you can see, the big guy, he's a hobo. Sleeping on a park bench. That one's sleeping in a bathtub. Etc., etc. Clowns are cool. As a matter of fact, I like clowns so much. Check this out. Look at this. Oh, hang on. Probably. Can you see it? I got a little clown tattoo. Might be upside down. Hang on. There we go. I figured it out. Yeah. Yeah. Clowns. They're great. I got a lot of tattoos. But just one of a clown. Thanks, Bad Snipe. Now we're petting the kitty. Petting the kitty. Alright, fellas. I usually stay on a little bit longer than this, but I've got a couple things that I got to take care of on top of my video that I'm making tonight. Bad Snipe, if you haven't, I hope you subscribe. Either way, it was nice talking with you. Mr. Enrique, I'm glad to have you back, as always. You're always here since you started coming. And I do note that. And I appreciate that. But keep an eye out. The video will it'll probably go live, if not late tonight, because I record and then I edit. In the editing process, because of the intricacies of my editing style, it takes a while. But be on the lookout. It'll most definitely, by the time you wake up tomorrow, you'll be able to see it. So keep an eye. Should be a good one. Not sure if you're well versed in a lot of the YouTube bullshit that's going on with like a lot of these creators and their nonsense, but it's going to touch on some pretty prevalent stuff. If you don't know who iDubbbz is, just search him up once you're off here. But he's going to be the subject of my video. And I highly recommend watching my latest video. That, obviously not this one, but the one that I posted last week. It's on this guy named Garrett Nolan. Super creep bozo type guy. Hilarious video. You'll love it. All being said, though, fellas, I appreciate y'all stopping in and chit-chatting. Go on any of my videos that you like, comment in it, and I will remember you. Just say, hey, remember me from the stream? And I'll be like, of course, and we'll have a conversation. Tell me what you liked about the videos. I like to have a lot of community interaction. That's one thing. Like, I'm not very big right now, obviously. I've got like a little over 3,000 subscribers. But regardless of how big we get, this is my promise. I'm going to continue to do lives. I'm going to continue to do community interaction with comments. I want to respond to every comment that I get on every video. And so far, I've kept true to that, okay? So please, do it. We'll talk, And I'm not sure if I did it right, but I linked my Discord that I made specifically for the channel on my YouTube channel, and you should be able to just click the link and join. If not, someone let me know in a comment. We'll try and fix it. I'm still new to all this linking nonsense, but I want to have that sense of community with you all, because the product would be nothing without the consumer, and that is you. So with much love, I don't know how to do that heart thing people do with their fingers. This maybe. We love you. We is Sandy, Patchy, Patrick, and Starla disappeared. Either way, thank you, Bad Snipe. Much love. And look, for real, we're going to go there. We're going to make it to the top. We're soaring straight to the moon. I'm not going to stop making videos regardless of how shit they do. So, consistency is key, is what I've always been told with YouTube. And I'm going to be consistent, by God. So, with that being said, I love you. You all be good. We'll see you next time.